We listen and we don't judge. When I was a kid, I used to eat dog food at other people's houses and at my own, like from the dog bowl. Sometimes when I'm in my room and I get these random bursts of energy, I just make the weirdest, most scariest face at myself in the mirror. Sometimes when I'm in the shower, I create fake arguments with people. We listen and we don't judge. When I first watched The Truman Show as a kid, I was convinced that my life was fake too, and I started looking everywhere around me for like hidden cameras. Like literally, what? We listen and we don't judge. I feel like everybody does this, but they don't want to admit it. But if ever I have mascara here, I just like lick a Q-tip with my spit and rub it off. I'm 20 years old and my mom still makes all my appointments, like doctor, dentist, all of it. I often pretend like I don't know how to do something so that my older sister will do it for me. Sometimes I tell my dad that something I bought was a PR package so he doesn't get mad at me for spending money. I cannot think of any more. So that's it.
I have some tea for you, okay? Sit down, grab popcorn, whatever you need to do, because I have a very lengthy story time. If you've been here for a while, you've probably seen these videos. If not, go watch them. You could just type in Hannah Sophia Drunk Elephant, it'll come up. Basically, to sum it up, I had hella beef with my college apartment complex, and I've been waiting to drop this story, and now that I don't live there anymore, it's getting spilled. It's getting spilled. I lived in the same apartment complex from sophomore to senior year because freshman year I lived in the dorm, and let's just say that I beefed with them basically all 3 years, and this was just like the most honorable mention of what they did. I started doing TikTok my junior year, and I slowly started to get some PR, and I finally made it onto the Drunk Elephant PR list, and I think this was like one of the biggest moments in my career. I was flipping out. I was probably screaming. We had a system where if a package came in, I got a notification on my phone. Then I would go downstairs and scan that notification in order to access my package. But then next to them, we also had mailboxes, so like I just wanted to check my mailbox one last time before going on spring break senior year. Go downstairs, open my mailbox, I see a tiny little package, and I'm like, okay, it's so small, I'm just gonna open it down here. There were like trash cans and stuff where you could do that. I'm doing it, and I'm looking down at the trash can to throw my package away, and I see a box with my name on it. Like the shipping label said my name, and it was packaged from Drunk Elephant. Obviously, I had no idea that this package even came in because it was not scanned into my app. So that's like the first little suspicious thing. My shocked little self, I pull the box out of the trash can and take it back up to my room because there was no one at the front desk. It was a Sunday. I take it down there, I show her the box, tell her what happened, and she's like honestly not that shocked. She takes down my information and she also asks me for the box. I'm like, okay, weird, but I give it to her. I then leave that day to go to New Orleans because I was boarding my cruise for spring break out of there. Next morning, I call again and I'm like, do you guys have any update on this? Because I knew they could probably check the cameras. There's cameras. At this point, I'm like just spam calling them until they answer because I knew I was gonna be on a boat for a week with no service. So I was like, we need to sort this out now. I then get an email saying that my package was restored. The girl who stole it brought it back and then put it back in the box, and they put it back in my locker. Weird. When I get back from the cruise, I go back downstairs and I'm like, is there anything else you guys can do? Do you guys know who did it? Like, is there any more information you can give me? Because I didn't know how long this had been going on, because if I didn't look down into that trash can, I wouldn't have even known about this. And they say they know who it was, but they cannot tell me because I might retaliate against them because it was like another student. By the way, same lady I had been talking to that works there the whole time. To her face, I said, thank you, have a nice day. But I said, if you're not going to tell me, you're going to tell the fucking police. Okay, so I file a police report against my building. Same day, the cops show up and he meets me in the lobby of my building because I had class to leave for. So it was like a quick little, tell me what's going on, file the report, whatever. After I tell him everything, all the details, he's like, okay, wait here for a second if you can. Before you go to class, I'm going to go talk to the people who work here about it. He goes up to the same lady. And then he's like, okay, Hannah, like they're looking for the security footage, to see who it was. And I'm like, to my understanding, they already know who it is. They've already located this footage, is what they told me. But now it's taking forever for them to look up this footage, and now they can't find it. And I had to leave for class. So I call the cops again the next day. I'm like, hey, is there any update? Were they able to find it? And he's like, no, I gave them my phone number and they're gonna get back to me when they're able to locate it. But you already located it, so what the fuck? After that, I sit down, I look up this woman on the internet. I find her LinkedIn, I find everything about her. I kid you not, this woman started being so nice to me. She started sorting my packages to a corner in the room, scanning all of them in very meticulously, notifying me when I was walking to class, oh, Hannah, you have a package today. Looking back, the reason I'm almost 99% sure it was her was because I went on a cruise for spring break, meaning I left really late. Usually on college spring break, people leave literally after their last class of the day on Friday the week before. The building was almost eerily quiet. I went to the gym that weekend, didn't see a single soul. Walked to get Chick-fil-A, didn't see a single soul. So what student was there that weekend that could have walked downstairs to return my package? And also said they took it on accident. So why'd you open all the contents inside, knowing it wasn't yours? But to be so real, I'm not even mad about like losing what was in the box. I'm very grateful that it was even sent to me in the first place. It was just the fact that this bitch lied to me for like a fucking week. And why am I paying thousands of dollars to live in a building where you're hiring liars and mail fraud committers to work at your front fucking desk? Not to mention, I literally had a hole in my ceiling for a year living there and they never fixed it. Anyways, mysterious front desk lady. Lying is a sin, stealing is a sin, and hell is hot. So, enjoy. But basically, that is the story of what ended up happening with my package. And for everyone who told me to call the cops, I did call the cops. And there is a report that was filed. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. If you want to hear more about my ceiling hole, let me know. But yeah, love you. Have a good day.
Get ready with me. My voice is gone. So I don't know what happened, but somewhere in the time from the first Halloween weekend and to now, my voice has gone completely poof. And this is how I sound. Usually as I start to talk though, it gets better, and I've been having a lot of spoonfuls of honey because that makes it better for like a short period of time. But I don't know how this happened, and I want it to stop. Does anyone have any like raspy voice remedies? Anyways, tonight is going to be my last party of Halloween weekend, so we're gonna have to make it great. But in the day today, I have just some like normal things to do. I'm doing a film shoot for film class, and I also have a driving lesson. But then after that, you know, we're getting in costume and we're going out. So I actually am so excited for that. Can't wait. Side note, look how dark my hair is right now. Like, my hairdresser's on maternity leave. I need her back because I'm no longer blonde. Like, this is brunette. Also, I told you guys that yesterday I had a great day, so let me tell you all about it. I had a very chill November 1st. It's kind of nice since last weekend I went out on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Thursday I did like a little something for Halloween. So then Friday I just stayed in and watched a movie with my parents. I also had a driving lesson that day and a facial. So that's why my face looks so bad and I'm wearing so many pimple patches, was because of my facial. But, you know. I think tonight for Halloween, I'm going to be a cheetah. So if you guys can tag me in any videos with like sounds or like makeup inspiration, that would be great. This is a very last minute costume from me. And I usually like to be things that are a little more creative, but I'm like one basic costume is fine. Also guys, what is with the Amazon corset hate? Oh, I hate concept costumes. What do you mean concept costumes? It's just a costume. Like for Beetlejuice, I'm sorry if I wasn't gonna pull up in a full striped suit, so I like went for something that I feel like would look like, I feel like Beetlejuice like would be kind of like Renaissance like corset vibes, no? So I wore a corset. I mean, I didn't get any hate, thank God. Well, maybe now I will, but I keep seeing videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, these costumes are so cute, and everyone's like, this Amazon corset. Like, why do you have beef with the product? Also, going back to my raspy voice, I was literally, me and my friends were in the car and we were singing, and I was like, low-key, like, my raspy singing voice is great. So when I came home, I looked up songs and I was like, songs to sing with a raspy voice just to see my full potential. But I wasn't really that good, so, you know, it's whatever. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm done straightening my hair. I feel like it looks fine. Just realized my pajamas are inside out. Bro, how dumb can one person be? I'm just gonna get dressed now, though. Bro, I actually cannot with my voice. Like, how do I make it sound normal? So I'm wearing a kind of basic outfit today. Just these blue jeans, which are from PacSun, and this pink shirt, which is from Brandy Melville. But Garage sent me something, so they sent me this really cute gray hoodie. So I'm just gonna put it on, and I want it to be like part of my outfit. Oh, wait, it's so comfy. Wait, it's actually so cute. I'm really happy. Yay! Okay, but that's everything. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.